Okay, let's face it, you have to plan a staff party, and you're wondering what the heck are the ideas that are gonna really make this thing pop. Because you want to look good in front of your boss, you want to look good in front of your other employees, and you want to just make sure that you have a great time. And let me tell you that planning a staff party can be very, very hard. But what I've come up with is 5 ideas to really help you plan a different type of event and to really help you understand what goes into a staff party. Now, my name is Jesse Lewis. I've been performing stage hypnosis since 2007, and I'd really love to be able to help you with your staff party. Go over to Jesse Lewis Hypnosis or hypnotistjesselewis.com. Send me a message, and we'll see if I can help you with entertainment. Without further ado, let's get into the actual ideas for your staff party. Now, a staff party doesn't have to happen at Christmas time. It doesn't have to happen during the holidays. It doesn't have to happen at any specific time. It can happen anytime. And one of the great ways to have a really cool staff party is to have an obscure holiday party. Now you're probably wondering, what do you mean by an obscure holiday party? Now, hey, what about Talk Like a Pirate Day? That's right. That was a bad pirate, wasn't it? Anyway, Talk Like a Pirate Day happens once a year. Why not have a party on that day? Or Unicorn Day. Yeah, Unicorn Day. That happens on April 9th. What about a party like Squirrel Appreciation Day or National Hypnosis Day? Just because, why not? What about Pie Day? Or, here's one for you, Employee Appreciation Day. That'd be a good time to have a staff party. International Coffee Day. Got a bunch of coffee lovers in your office? Why not have a holiday party at that time? Yep, simple as that. Just a random party. Because I'm going to tell you a secret. A lot of people dread the annual Christmas party because they're already super, super busy. You've got spouses going to each other's holiday parties during the Christmas season, and it's really, really hard to plan around the holiday parties, the kids, Christmas going on, Hanukkah going on, all that stuff in those holiday months where there's so much going on. And to top it all off, if you live where I live, it's also 30 below zero Celsius. Lord knows what that is in Fahrenheit, minus 700. But it's cold. So you've got all this stuff going on, and maybe planning a party at some other time of year is a better option. Yes, you want to show your appreciation for your staff, but maybe at a different time of year is just a better option to really have that camaraderie going on. A time when people aren't quite so busy. The next thing that you can do at your office holiday party is to do an ugly sweater contest. Now, what's an ugly sweater contest? Well, you get people to bring their sweaters in. You have a bunch of decorations that you can put on the sweaters. And they decorate their sweaters. And this can be done at a staff party, at an office party, or it can be done like at a big banquet. It doesn't really matter. You have the table there, you have the availability to do it. Real simple, real easy. So ugly sweater contest, and then you get somebody to judge the ugly sweaters, of course. Now, this one's really weird, but I like the concept of it. I've been involved in thousands of staff, well, yeah, about 2,000 now, staff parties. And one of the cool things I've seen done is doing a city tour. Now, the one I went on, they hired a bus. They actually hired a proper tour bus with a proper tour guide, and they went and they did a city tour. And what was involved in that? Well, the tour guide was a professional, number one. And when they hired the bus, it was a 2-hour drive through Toronto. And this tour bus took people to all the little things that were cool about Toronto. They took them through Kensington Market where they stopped for 20 minutes. It took them through a few other places. And there was stops for 20 minutes at a time. And the bus ride itself was 2 hours, but I believe the actual duration of the event was 4. And basically the tour guide showed them things that were around town. The breweries, the magic show, the theaters, the things that you would normally not see. And he talked about the history of the city as well. So it was really cool and it was a lot of fun. So a city tour as a staff party could be absolutely awesome. And I bet you could get a heck of a deal by renting a charter bus. Real cool, real easy. You could also do it with just a limousine if you have a smaller amount of staff and have a blast. Or heck, maybe there's already a bus running and you just buy tickets for all your staff and you go on that bus. Done. Quick and easy. Kind of sleazy. No, just kidding. Anyway, my name is Jesse Lewis, and I do hypnosis shows all over North America. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you need a hypnotist, send me an email or send me a inquiry over at hypnotistjesselewis.com, and I'll be glad to help you out. I know entertainers all over the world that would be glad to help you to have a great office party. They really would. The next one I want to talk about is, you know what I said, it doesn't have to be specific to the holiday season. Well, sporting events happen year round, and this is more of just a reward. Take your entire staff for a sporting event. I've been part of some of these. I'm not a big sports guy, but I have been part of these on the employee side, and it was really a lot of fun to get to know the other employees and just to have some team building and some camaraderie and some fellowship with them, and to understand who they really are and have a blast. So you can do a sporting event, whether it's football, hockey, soccer, whatever you want, and just have fun. Next up is the big one, the one that is going to really change and build your team. And it's a little bit bigger than a normal staff party. It is the staff retreat. And there is nothing better for building your team than doing a proper staff retreat. A staff retreat involves team building, it involves understanding the business, but not too much business. You cannot force them to work on what's supposed to be a relaxing retreat. You can do a little bit of work, but you're not going to do 8 hours a day in conference rooms or listening to speakers. It's just not a viable option. If you're going to do it, the ones I've been involved in were out in Banff or at a lake or at a resort, and yeah, you bring a speaker in, but you're not going to have that speaker for 6 days. You're just not, because that's not a viable thing. You're bringing them in for a retreat. It means give them a retreat. Give them options. Give them some fun. Have a show during the night. Have meals ready to go. Have lunch catered in. Have a big conference room where they can go see their choice of speakers. Wouldn't that be nice to have a choice of speakers instead of just being forced to watch this one? Now, yeah, you can ask them to work, but it's also supposed to be a retreat, so make sure that they are getting treated and are able to go back into the workplace revitalized instead of just feeling like they had a week of rah, 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 and then back to the grind. That's the kind of company that you don't want to be, where, yeah, here's a retreat, and now you're being forced into back to the same old, same old. Make sense? Thanks for watching the video. My name's Jesse Lewis. If you're looking for corporate entertainment, if you're looking for fun times, visit hypnotistjesselewis.com. I guarantee you that I have somebody on my roster of other entertainers that would gladly help you during your staff party, during your holiday party, during any event you have. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed these ideas, and I will see you in the next video.